Here's how the lottery can destroy your life. Um, Personally, I've never gambled. I don't plan on gambling because, I understand there are people who do make money from gambling, but a lot of times you hear these stories about people who gamble money and then they make a lot from what they've earned, and then they say their life was better off before they won the money, which I don't know if I completely agree with. But here's a reason why I think that people who gamble will say things like that. Because oftentimes they are out for the highs in life, and that's partially why they're gambling in the first place. They love those rushes, those instant rushes, where you feel a great deal of satisfaction in like one moment, and then like the rest of their lives aren't that great. So like they tend to have negative attitudes towards life. So they win the lottery and they have like a great euphoric feeling when they win, and then they ultimately spend all their money because they're chasing those once in a lifetime highs that they can now afford when they won the lottery, and then they end up, after winning the lottery, they're back to square one. They're probably in more debt than they were prior to winning the lottery, so they chase those once in a lifetime highs, but now they can afford it because they won the lottery, and they, they might choose drugs or alcohol and then maybe gamble more, and that could lead to bad financial decisions in the long run. And I'm sure there are people who do win the lottery and they make wise decisions, and I do hear about that occasionally, but generally you hear about the story where the people do the lottery and win, and their lives are worse off than they were prior to winning the lottery. So, and here's another reason you shouldn't gamble. Chances are you're not going to win. Like even the Mega Millions, it's a few, I think it's like $20 or something to play that, and you could win $1 million, and it might even be $1. I don't know, but I've never done that, and I feel like my life's really good right now, and I feel like I can use the money for the $20 or however much it costs. I don't know, better purposes than just gambling away. And most likely I'm not going to win. So why even waste money on something that I'm not going to win in? And then if I do win, possibly my life could be worse off. So I realized that if you work hard throughout your life, you will cherish what you own. You'll cherish your possession. You'll cherish the people around you in your life, and then ultimately you will feel rewarded because you realize you worked hard for what you earned. So rather than just blowing it all in a few years, you will cherish it, and then you might leave like an inheritance to your offspring, which which is always a nice thing to do. You could if you won the lottery, but chances are you're not gonna win, and then if you do win, half of the people's lives are worse off anyways. So I just choose not to gamble, and I'm really happy I do because I've got plenty of money, and I feel like my life's pretty good right now. So I'm happy with the way things are progressing and throughout my life so far. So I realize why I do the lottery, because even if I won, I wouldn't feel like these were justified funds. I have to pay a boatload of taxes, and then I would also just, I wouldn't feel like I've earned what I won.